Hello, thank you so much for being with us tonight. My name is Rosanna Jerry Taylor from Beyond the Horizon Travel Agency. I'm a travel agent from Dallas area, and my specialties are destination weddings and honeymoons. And of course, I help you with anything that is celebration travel. My focus on destinations are Greece and Italy in Europe, Peru in South America, Mexico, and Caribbean islands. But of course, I am open and have all the suppliers to help you with any destination around the world. Tonight, we have a very special guest with whom we are going to be doing a 6 series of travel tips and brides tips. And her name is Angeline Pedrosa. She's a wonderful makeup artist who is also transitioning into becoming a wedding planner. And I hope that you can help me to give her a very warm welcoming. Hi, Angeline.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here today, Rosanna. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak to everyone about who I am. So let me just give you a little bit of background. My name is Angeline Pedrosa. I'm actually a makeup artist of over 10 years. I was born and raised in New York City, but I'm also bilingual. So I speak English and Spanish. And after working many years in editorial and bridal and runway, I actually learned a lot about the bridal industry. So it was a very natural transition for me to transition over into event planning. And I actually love it. And after planning my own event, my own wedding, and seeing all the details that go into it, I wish I would have hired a wedding planner. But now I'm the wedding planner that people can hire so that they can have a really stress-free wedding. But also as a makeup artist, I love being able to give advice to brides to make their wedding day the most optimal it can be. So there's a lot to a wedding day besides just hair, makeup, and planning that goes into it. And that's what I look forward to talking about with you, Rosanna, within the next few weeks. So just to kind of show you a little bit of my work, I'll be more than happy to show you some examples, and you can see that the aesthetic is very different from the Dallas aesthetic, even though I am based here. Since I'm originally from New York, the culture there is very different. The looks there are very different. Everything is very high fashion, very European. So the way that I do makeup is a little bit different than the traditional Dallas artist. So I would love to just kind of incorporate that New York style, that European flair into the Dallas market.
I think the brides are gonna love it because there are many brides that like that flavor, and many honeymoon occurs in Europe, in Greece, in Italy, and
Mhm.
they will love that from you.
Yes, perfect. So I do have a couple of slides that I'd love to share, just to kind of show some of the work that I do, and just to give people an idea of the difference between what they probably used to seeing here in Dallas versus what's very popular in places like New York, Boston, um, and places in Europe like England and France and that sort of thing.
Yes, that's phenomenal. So
Okay.
let's see your. We just go down on the screen, and where it says share screen, you can just
Ah,
share
yes,
your
perfect.
pictures
Give me
with
one
us.
second. All right, so I'm gonna go here, share screen. I'm going to share this. All right, perfect. So I wanted to quickly share. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's
All
very
right.
nice.
So I'm going to quickly just, all right. So this is my company. It's called Angeline Jasmine Professional Makeup and Event Planner. These are some of the actual editorial um, bridal looks that I have done. These are actual real brides and bridesmaids. I'm also mother of the bride, bridesmaids that I've done. A recent bride here in Dallas that I did her hair and her makeup. She wanted something kind of soft glam, and that's what we went for. These are actually two other clients that I had. One, the one on the left, it was her birthday, and she wanted something very natural, just kind of just to emphasize her natural features.
I
The
love that. That is, your makeup looks very natural. You just
yeah,
are emphasizing the eyes, and it's
yeah,
beautiful.
so it's a lot about emphasizing people's best features, whether it's eyes, whether it's lips, whether it's cheekbones. But the whole aesthetic is just to keep the skin very natural and very clean looking, and
Yeah,
just make your skin look like skin, only better,
yeah,
without it looking heavy or over processed or with too much product. So as
yeah.
you see these two young girls here, these photos actually are not edited. Um, these are actually just with my phone. And this is just the type of aesthetic that I do. As far as event planning, this was actually pictures of my own wedding in which I actually made everything myself except for the cake, but I did design it. Um, so
Mhm.
everything was pretty flawless. The color choices, the arrangements, everything down to the detail, even the menus. I had menus on the tables. I also had itineraries. It was just a really beautiful, uh, beautiful wedding, but also very much a learning experience. And I learned so much through this that I literally just became obsessed with event planning. So, and that's pretty much all I have to show for right now because I didn't want to do too much.
Of
But
course.
um, yeah, so basically the whole point is just to simplify everything for brides. If they're planning a wedding overseas, I can help them coordinate that wedding. I can help them make sure that every detail is as they want it to be. I can make sure that I can relay that information to the planner on the other side. And also, as a makeup artist, I do travel as well. So sometimes I do get clients that do want me to go to other places, other states, you
Yeah.
know, Caribbean islands, because they trust my work. So it's really important to pretty much know who you're working with and building a relationship with whether it's your wedding planner, your travel agent, your makeup artist. Those things are important because the day that you remember the most is always going to be your wedding. And it's
Yeah.
probably one of the most important days of your life. So that's my job, is to make it as easy and as stress-free as possible and as smooth as possible.
Angeline, for the brides that are watching us right now, or the families that are watching us right now,
Yes.
what do you bring to the table for them? What would benefit them? Why they should hire you instead of another wedding planner, for example? I know that you are bilingual,
Yes.
so that's
I'm
a
bilingual. So that's
English
actually,
family.
yes, I speak English and Spanish. I actually do understand a lot of Portuguese and Italian, which is actually really good. And I can communicate pretty well with those as well. I'm not fluent, but I can manage with that. Um, One of the things about myself is that being that I grew up in a city like New York City, I learned at a very young age to be an extremely hard worker and to be extremely detail oriented and just to have a really great eye for style. As everyone knows, New York is pretty much the fashion capital of the world. And I grew up in the heart of it, and I grew up surrounded by it, and I worked in it for many, many years. So not only do I have an impeccable eye for style, for color, for coordination, I'm also very meticulous. I'm very detail oriented. Um, it, it's pretty much no detail that I will miss. Um, and again, I bring to the table a taste that is very different, a style that is very different than the normal Dallas. I bring more of that kind of that New York fashion, high fashion, European sophistication that comes from places like New York.
And that's beautiful because here in Dallas, like you said, yes, it's we have the style that is more conservative, I would say, and we have more the country flavor that we all love. That's
Mhm.
of Texas. But it's nice to for the brides that are looking for different options, for the ones that are looking for something that it's out of the box and a different style. It's
Mhm.
very nice to have you doing that. And that is why it was funny the way that we met, Angelina and me. We met through a networking group, and she was
Mhm.
looking for somebody to team up. I was looking for somebody to team up. So we said, hey, we both speak Spanish. We are fluent on that. We love to have a different approach in the way that we work. We are both very detail oriented. So we were saying, let's do a series for our brides where we can come together and bring something that benefits them. So we are gonna do on the next 6 following weeks, we are gonna do uh, travel and bridal tips for the brides that are getting married in 2022, 2023, or maybe at the end of 2021. And what we are trying to do with this is just help you to in your process, wherever you are right now in your planning process, to help you to be more prepared or be aware of situations or circumstances that are happening right now that might affect your travel plans or your bridal in a sense. So Angeline and me in the next following 6 weeks, we're gonna do the first week is gonna be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. as well. And we are gonna do preparing your skin for your wedding day. Angeline is going to be in charge of that. I will let her tell us a little bit about what we're going to do there.
Mhm. So basically, I'm going to basically show some of my best tips and tricks for preparing your skin for your wedding day. Whether you're traveling to a warm climate, a cold climate, it's very important that that you understand how climate can really affect your skin and how to basically prep your skin and make sure that your skin is healthy for your wedding day. Because again, um, your skin is only, your makeup is only going to reflect the conditions of your skin. And a lot of brides don't understand that makeup doesn't hide imperfections, it can actually highlight imperfections. So what I do as an artist and what I do as a professional is that I always try to do consultations ahead of time with my brides. That way I can tell them, you know, hey, your skin is a little on the dry side, or it's a little bit, you know, or this is happening, you know, try some of these products and, you know, let's get your skin ready for the day of. And usually when they follow my advice, the day of their wedding, their skin is great, their makeup looks flawless, they're happy, their pictures look great, they don't need a lot of retouching, they look good in person, and they also look good on camera, which is really important.
Yes, because everybody does videos and a lot of photography, and you want to look the best on that day.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And on that day, I will be talking about the travel restrictions that are still in place. I will be talking specifically about the travel restrictions to Mexico, Dominican Republic, and to St. Lucia. The following day is going to be, Angeline is going to be talking about how to choose your bridal gown. And I'll be talking about travel restrictions for Jamaica. And as well, I will give you tips about how to take your bridal gown and keep it all looking nice and pretty through the process. So Angeline, explain us a little bit what we'll be doing with the bridal gown. What are going to be
So
learning?
it's super important to choose, first of all, the a bridal gown that is accentuates your figure. That's a big thing. And also a bridal gown that's appropriate for the climate that you're getting married in. So obviously, you know, if you're getting married somewhere really warm, you probably want to avoid a very heavy, very thick dress that's going to, you know,
Yeah.
eventually just make you feel heat exhaustion. So there's a lot to choosing a gown. You know, you have to consider your own natural, again, your own natural state, your body type, you know, your height, also your hair, your makeup, that kind of thing. You, all those things come together. So if you have a certain look in mind, your dress, everything should pretty much flow really beautifully, from hair to makeup to the gown. It should just all look flawless, and it should all look really just aesthetically pleasing. So it's just really important how to choose it for your body type and how to choose it for the climate, and also how to choose your dress for the type of hair and makeup that you really want for your day.
Yes. Yes, I have seen brides that love to do like their wedding on the beach with their
Mhm.
feet on the sand. So the style for that type of wedding is completely different than if you're doing something in the country or here
Mhm.
in the city. Yes.
Or
I
somewhere
agree.
cold versus somewhere,
Yes,
you know, warm. So
yes,
yes, we'll be talking about those kinds of things, and I'll be showing just some examples of, you know, do's and don'ts. Um, and that kind of thing. And also, you know, type of shapewear, things like that. People always forget about shapewear, and how to make your dress work for you. So we'll be talking about all those amazing things, and I look forward to doing this for the next few weeks.
Yes. On the following week, we are going to be talking about how to choose your wedding theme. That's something super, super nice because it's really the key, the most important element of your wedding. And while Angeline talk about the wedding theme, I'll be talking about sandals wedding theme. I am a sandals specialist and I love to promote their products because I have tasted and they are really high quality, all inclusive resort. It's among the best in the romance travel. So I think you would love to learn about what Sandals has to offer you. And of course, even when Sandals already offer you your wedding planner in the resort, in the destination, I will always advise to those brides that are highly busy, that really don't have time to be doing all the details, coordinating all the details, and spending hours with the coordinator at the hotel, to hire a wedding planner here to understand what she's looking for, and so she can be the one that is really negotiating and doing all the things in your behind for
Yeah.
you. So you really have a free, worry-free wedding and somebody that is a professional that will take care of that detail. Uh,
Exactly.
would you like to say something about that? How to choose your wedding theme?
Yeah, well, basically, I think you nailed it right on the head. I think it's also really important that people take into consideration, you know, not only the area that they're getting married, the place they're getting married, what's natural in that location. If they're doing florals, they definitely want to stick to florals that are probably native to that country and that season. And just really just think about what the aesthetic will be, because that also can determine your dress, that also can determine the style of hair and makeup you choose for your day. So everything kind of just goes together. um, Everything from your wedding day, the planning of it, I can make it really stress free. I'll be the one going back and forth and making calls and sending emails and making sure that the bride is completely unstressed about her wedding and that everything that she wants gets done the way she wants it. So that's where I come in as a wedding planner on my side, to be able to communicate with a destination.
Yes, yes. That's why you hire us as a travel professionals and as a wedding planner, because we take care of you, of all the details of your travel group is taken care by myself, and then Angeline take care of the wedding by itself. So you are in a good hands with us.
Mhm.
The following week, we are going to be doing how to prepare for your wedding day, and I will share travel tips for make your wedding day worry free. And Angeline is going to be talking about how you can prepare from the point of view of a wedding planner, from a makeup artist, how you get ready for that day to really enjoy and celebrate and just let it be flawless.
Mhm. Of course.
The fifth day, we are going to be talking about the benefits of hiring a wedding planner for your destination wedding, and of course, the benefits of hiring a travel planner for your destination wedding. So don't miss that. Don't miss that day. And finally, the last day, we're going to be talking about how to choose your centerpieces and the table decor for your wedding day.
Mhm.
Uh, I will be talking about affordable destination weddings from here, from Dallas, Texas. So don't miss those episodes. Angeline, there's something else you would like to add?
No, I just look forward to doing these for the next few weeks and just really getting into depth and giving just great advice to all our clients and brides out there that probably, feel maybe stressed, and hope that we can at least alleviate a lot of that stress for you and just try to make this whole process as seamless and stress free as possible.
Yes. And I will say just feel free to reach Angeline Pedrosa or myself if you have any questions, if you have anything that you would like us to address on those bridal tips that we are going to be doing starting next week at 7 p.m. Tuesday night. Just feel free to text us through our Facebook. and we'll address those concerns and questions that you might have. It's
Absolutely.
yes. So we just love the fact that you are a bride, you are just engaged. We congratulate you. We celebrate with you. And if you're looking for professionals to help you with that special day, and especially if you're planning a destination wedding and you really need guidance on that, feel free to contact me. And if you're looking for a makeup artist, you have seen the wonderful work that Angeline does. Contact her. She's located here in Dallas as well, in Frisco. She travels anywhere that you need her. And just make sure that for whatever you choose, work with a professional. It's always better. It's gonna save you a lot of time. It's gonna save you a lot of money, and it's gonna save you a lot of headaches. Thank you
Yes.
so much for being with us tonight. I'll let you say some final words, Angeline.
Well, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Rosanna. And again, thank you so much to everyone who's watching. And I look forward to doing this again next week, where we'll get really into details about everything that you would really need to know to how to be best prepared for your wedding day.
Yes.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye-bye.